Let's take a look at homework number 7. First section, identifying points. For this lesson, you'll need to write the coordinates of the point you see here. Count these square boxes, first along the x-axis, -4, and type your answer here. Then count up the y-axis, 7, and write your number in the second blank. Again, you always count along the x-axis first. So from the origin, to get to this point, you count how many boxes you jump. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes from the origin. So you type a 4 here. Then we have to count how many boxes we go down. 9. Now remember, you don't start counting until after you've made a move. So here, that would be 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can also count the tick marks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you went down, so that means it's -9. So on the x-axis, we move 4 to the right, but on the y-axis, we move down 9. Last one. Count your x-axis first. So this first move is 5, 6, 7. 7 on the x-axis, and 1, 2, 3 along the y. 7, 3. Let's try the second topic, graphing a line from a slope and y-intercept. This is where you start graphing, and you start on the y-axis always. That's why it's called a y-intercept. This is the direction in which you move. But direction has to have 2 moves. A change along the y-axis, known as the rise, and a change along the x-axis, known as the run. If your number is not a fraction, like ours, you put the number in the numerator, and you fill the denominator with a 1. So the first thing you're going to do is start on the y-axis at -5. From there, you're going to count boxes along the grid. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. Starting at -5, I'm going to rise -3, 1, 2, 3 down, and run +1, 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3 down, and 1 to the right. 3 down, 1 right. What you can also do is reverse it. Instead of going down and right, you can go up and left. 1, 2, 3 up, 1 left. 1, 2, 3 up, 1 left. 1, 2, 3 up, 1 left. And you'll see that straight line appear. Now I'm going to remove my drawings and zoom back out. When you use your mouse, you will just need to click twice. Once on the y-intercept, -5, and then an imaginary line will appear. It's waiting for you to place the second dot. All you need to do is follow the slope 1 time. Down 3, +1 on the x, and you're done. Again, start with the y-intercept. Start on the y-axis with the y-intercept. From there, you'll follow the slope. If the slope is not a fraction, you put a 1 in the denominator. This is the up or down movement. This is the left or right movement, known as the rise and the run. So from the y-intercept, we have a rise of -2 and a run of +1. So that's where I want to click my mouse. Here. Once I've done that, I submit. One last time. Y-intercept of 2 follows slope. Down 1, down 2, down 3. No denominator, so we move 1 to the right. And the next section is graphing lines from equations. It is the same technique, except they're not telling you which number is the y-intercept and which number is the slope. You have to figure that out on your own. The y-intercept is the constant at the end, and the slope is always the number touching the x. Again, you're going to click once on the y-axis, and then you're going to follow the rise, 1, and the run, 5. And that's where you'll click. Y-intercept, -5. Slope, rise 1, run 5. Submit. Next problem. The equation is -x plus 2. That makes the y-intercept 2. But the slope has no numbers. It just has a negative sign. So you put a 1 in both of those positions. We click on the y-intercept of +2, and then we rise in -1, and we run +1. And there's our line. One last time. The y-intercept is -4. Click on -4. The slope is rise of 3, 1, 2, 3 up, and run of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Click and done. The next topic is solving linear equations. We're going to distribute this fraction. We're going to subtract 7 from both sides. And we're going to pick up our calculator and multiply by the reciprocal. Leave your answer in fraction form. So for us, that's -10/7. Type it in the answer key, and you're done. One more time. Distribute the fraction. 5 times 3 is 15. And don't divide by 2 yet. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Use your calculator to compute. It's okay if you change it to a decimal. Subtract 25. Now in this problem, when I divide by 7.5, I get a really long decimal. And this, I'm not allowed to keep. So I need to convert this back into a fraction form. A fraction that doesn't have decimals in it. So you can press that button on your calculator if you know how to do so. If you don't remember how to do it, here are the button sequences. -16 divided by 7.5 gave me a really long decimal. So I'm going to press the green key. I'm going to press this button right here with the F and the D. Now in your calculator it may be on a different key, but you definitely have F to D, fraction to decimal, decimal to fraction. Once that appears on the screen, press enter, and there's your fraction, -32/15. And submit. For the next section, you're going to solve 3-step equations. One step is get the letters on the same side. Get the constants on the same side. Final step, divide by your coefficient. And that's it. One more time. Get your x's on the same side. Get your constants on the same side. Divide by the coefficient. Type your answer in the answer box. Last section. How many solutions can an equation have? It can have none, infinitely many, or one. And how you know which one you have is by first getting rid of all grouping symbols and then looking at the x's on the left and the right. If they are a perfect match, which these are, if they are a perfect match, you have a special solution. Either no solutions or infinite solutions. Depends on the constant. Since the constants are different, that's no solution. Again, eliminate any extra terms on each side. Look at your x variables. Are they a match? No. Then you definitely have one solution. You'll need to compute in order to find out what that one solution is. So 13x plus 8 is equal to negative 1. Subtract 8 from both sides. 13x is equal to negative 9. Divide both sides by 13, and there's our answer, a fraction. Leave it as a fraction. Again, clear any parentheses or grouping symbols. Look carefully at your x's. Do they match? Yes. Then you have one of these special solutions. Look next at the constants. If they do not match, then you have no solutions. If they did match, you would have infinitely many solutions. And that concludes homework number 7.